Let us begin by reading the word problem out loud. Rainfall can be a severe weather hazard. Heavy rainfall is considered to be 80 millimeters of rainfall per hour. Moderate rainfall levels measure at 15 millimeters of rain per hour below the heavy rainfall scale. How many millimeters of rain per hour is considered to be moderate rainfall? So let us begin our strategy for problem solving by analyzing the problem. The first thing we want to identify when analyzing the problem is the question being asked. In this case, how many millimeters of rain per hour is considered to be moderate rainfall? So that's the question being asked, so that's the quantity that we want to find in this problem. So now that we know what it is we're looking for, let us go ahead and assign a variable, which is step 2. So we're always going to want our assignment of the variable to reflect the question being asked. So in this case, since the question is how many millimeters of rain per hour is considered to be moderate rainfall, our variable, which we'll use x, is going to represent the amount of millimeters of rain per hour that is considered to be moderate rainfall. Again, it's ideally the question reworded in the form of a statement. So now let us go back to analyzing the problem. Let's see what other information we can extract from the given sentences. Well, we know rainfall can be a severe weather hazard. Doesn't necessarily help us out here, so let's jump on to sentence number 2. It says heavy rainfall is considered to be 80 millimeters of rain per hour. So we got something descriptive here. It says heavy rainfall is considered to be 80 millimeters of rain per hour. Okay. Now the next sentence says moderate rainfall levels measure at 15 millimeters of rain per hour below the heavy rainfall scale. So now we're talking about moderate rainfall levels, and they measure at 15 millimeters of rain per hour below the heavy rainfall scale. So the two are related. There's definitely a relationship between the two. Now, highlighting the key details here, we have heavy rainfall, and that's 80 millimeters of rain per hour. And now we have moderate rainfall, which is 15 millimeters of rain per hour. Now the key being below. Below is a key word here. Below heavy rainfall. Okay, so we know heavy rainfall is 80 millimeters of rain per hour. And now it's telling us that moderate rainfall is going to be 15 millimeters per hour below that. So below, indicator of less. So you're going to want to go ahead and make a note that below is an indicator of subtraction. So now let us go ahead and create an equation. Well, we'll start off with what we know. We know heavy rainfall is considered to be 80 millimeters of rain per hour. And now the second sentence tells us that moderate rainfall levels measure 15 millimeters of rain per hour below the heavy rainfall scale. Well, 80, this is the heavy rainfall scale. And now moderate rainfall, it's going to be 15 below that. So all we really need to do is subtract 15. So there we go. We'll subtract 15 from that. And that's going to be equal to our quantity that we're looking for, which is represented by the variable x. So that's going to be our equation. 80 minus 15 equals x. So now let us go ahead and solve the equation. Remember, when solving the equation, you always want to start off there with the original equation found in step 3. So we'll have 80 minus 15 is equal to x. Now we always want to isolate the variable by itself, and in this case it already is isolated. So we'll just go ahead and bring that on down. And now we're going to have to do 80 minus 15, and we'll do that off to the side of scratch work. So we'll have 80 minus 15. Now we want to do 0 minus 5, but since 0 is less than 5, the 0 needs to borrow from the 8 next door. So the 8 becomes a 7, and our 0 becomes a 10. So now we can do 10 minus 5, which gives us 5, and then 7 minus 1 gives us 6. So 80 minus 15 is equal to 65. Now I'm going to go ahead and color code the x. There we go. So we know x is equal to 65. So now let us go ahead and say our conclusion. Since the question asked how many millimeters of rainfall per hour is considered to be moderate rainfall, we're going to go ahead and say our conclusion as moderate rainfall is considered to be 65 millimeters of rain per hour. So now let us go ahead and check the result by starting off with the original equation found in step 3. So we're going to have 80 minus 15 equals x. However, we know x is equal to 65. So we'll bring that down along with the rest. And then we have already showed that 80 minus 15 is equal to 65. So we end up with 65 on the left. And we ask ourselves, is 65 equal to 65? The answer is yes, and therefore our solution is correct.